What's going on? It's your boy Zio, and we're back with another video. Now for this video, I really wanted to do this a few days ago and get this out sooner, but I did get a little busy, so I wasn't able to record and edit and do everything in time. So we're here right now, so let's get into the video. So over the past week, a hip-hop artist by the name of Chay has been receiving a lot of backlash over the cover of his highly anticipated album, Rest in Bass. Now I can't exactly show the full cover uncensored, but I can explain it to you. Basically what you're viewing is the artist Chay on the left with two undressed women beside him, where one girl is on the floor and one girl is sitting next to Chay with her leg over his thigh. Now where the backlash is coming from is the girl beside him on the couch covering her coochie cat with a cross. Now for some people it may look like she's stimulating herself with the cross, or for some other people it may seem as if she's using the cross to cover herself inappropriately. Now me personally, I don't know what Chay was thinking when he paid someone to graphically design this cover, but once this shit hit the timeline, everyone was going crazy, calling out Chay for disrespecting the religion of Christianity and giving him flack for being quote unquote satanic. Now originally the album was supposed to drop towards the end of June, but was later delayed due to the poor reception of the album cover. In my opinion though, he was never gonna drop his album at the end of June, and if anything, this was just a form of promotion to get people talking about the album. That way when he does release the real cover and drop the actual album, people will start to flock in to give him streams and express their takes on social media. Now if you're a quote unquote unk like myself, then you know what Chay just did here is one of the oldest tricks in the book. And after seeing this whole situation play out where everyone is freaking out, going crazy, giving him the clout that he wants, the idea came to my head to basically make a video going over the Satanic Panic in hip hop. Now if you don't know what the Satanic Panic is, very long story short, the Satanic Panic was a widespread social phenomenon in the 1980s and 90s where people believed that satanic cults were secretly abusing children, brainwashing people, and spreading evil through pop culture, especially in music. Much of this fear was fueled by widespread fear and suspicion, with many unsubstantiated cases reported across the US and other parts of the world. Now one big contribution during the Satanic Panic that has now been revolutionized today and adopted by hip-hop was the aggressive push during the time rock and heavy metal music did to capitalize off the people's fear. When this epidemic of dumbasses believed that satanic rituals were going on behind the scenes of America and the rest of the world, people instantly pointed the finger at rock music as a contribution to the underlying issue. And from there, smart enough, heavy metal seen that and adopted the imagery of using Satan as shock value. From there, we got icons like Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Slayer, Judas Priest, and many more who use this satanic imagery to their benefit to gain popularity. This in my mind has always been one of the best examples of bad publicity is good publicity. Just looking back at the time, conservatives and religious observers hated the theatrical use of dark imagery like pentagrams, upside down crosses, and references to Satan because they took the fake stories these artists were selling as real. Because rock music was starting to be known for its explicit lyrics of sex, drugs, and rebellion, all heavy metal had to do was up the ante and take it further, embracing the chaos, death, and anti-religious sentiments. And with the rise of evangelical influence in America through politics and culture, everyone's seen rock and heavy metal music as a spiritual threat to the world. Now take everything I just said so far and pair that with the paranoia and social anxiety of the late Cold War era, where divorce rates were rising, youth culture was changing fast, and traditional institutions fell under siege. People at that time were just genuinely looking for something to blame, and that's where rock became the scapegoat. In all honesty, the Satanic Panic hate in rock wasn't really about Satan at all. It was really about the loss of control over the youth, distrust of modern culture, fear of non-traditional lifestyles, fear of secularism, and most importantly during that time, anti-Christian values. Rock became a target because it was loud, rebellious, symbolic, and it didn't care what authority thought. All of this combined made it the perfect lightning rod for a generation terrified of losing control over the next one. Now, after giving you a brief summary over the history of the Satanic Panic and how rock and heavy metal music used it to capitalize on people's fear, if we were to skip generations down the line and land in today's time, I'm sure you would say this whole story sounds really reminiscent of what's going on today. Now, I dropped a hint earlier when I said this master strategy used by rock was later revolutionized and adopted by another music genre, and if you're smart enough to keep up with me, you know I'm all leading up to hip-hop. What rock and heavy metal music did was genius by taking advantage of the bad situation they were dealt and turning it into a lifetime of greatness, granting musicians careers that people to this day will say is their favorite or even still idolize. We also have to mention the reimagining of the genre as a whole, where they went on to dominate the charts and indoctrinate a whole new style of music listener who learned to ignore the social norms of society and think for themselves with free expression. Now, circling back to hip-hop in this Chay scenario, he's just a droplet of water into this bucket of hip-hop artists who've done what he has done, but even worse. From 3 6 Mafia and that early Memphis rap scene adopting satanic themes in their music, to Playboi Carti starting a record label where you identify his artists by the upside down crosses they wear, hip-hop has always had this little brother effect of seeing what rock music has done and building from that to make it its own. We now have artists like Doja Cat, Tyler the Creator, Lil Nas X, and many more who use the imagery of Satan to gain the publicity they want and then move on from it, being recycled for the next artist to come and do year in and year out. At this point, the Satanic Panic and the whole aesthetic of it all is basically the Bonnie Blue of gimmicks in music. So the next time that you see an artist quote unquote do something satanic, just know this is a desperate call for attention, and this is all just a gimmick for more streams, more listens, and you know, more money. But if you made it this far, I greatly appreciate you staying, because I know a lot of people don't like history, and especially about shit they don't care about. But just y'all being there for me to support me just for videos like this, I greatly appreciate. And if you want more, just let me know in the comments for sure. I never shy away from going back in the past and trying to find parallels to today's time. But it's been your boy Zio. Make sure to like and subscribe, and also go in the comments and let me know how you guys feel about this satanic gimmick, and if you just think it's as tired as I think it is, because I've seen this since I was a little kid now, and it's just kind of old, and I don't get how people still fall for it. But love y'all. It's been your boy Lieutenant signing out. Bye.
Lately been living it up. Fuck all these bitches that ain't giving no time. I swear that my feelings are done. I've been on my lonely sitting in the room. I swear it's just me and my cup. I swear it's just me and my cup. I swear it's just me and my cup. Bitch, I'm not getting enough.